Welcome back, guys, to Code Red Apex Legends. We are now in Grand Finals territory. It is going to be, of course, Kings Canyon, the reigning king so far of Apex Legends in another Grand Finals, trying to take their #1 spot, but standing in their way is, of course, going to be DrDisrespect the Craft. Jamerson here, joined once again by Sancho West to bring you all the action. And now, here we are. It's the Grand Finals.
I'm flabbergasted that I doubted the two-time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't know that the other team went down early, but what an amazing comeback. Just to put a bow on that previous round, what an amazing comeback by Team DrDisrespect the Craft. They just came back all of a sudden, and that's why we're here for this rematch. It happens in the winners finals, and now we're right back at it again, heading into the grand final. So, yeah man, it's just really going to be a great matchup between Doc's team and Ninja's team.
That's why in any tournament format, you always play like you're still in. You never, ever let go of the gas, and we got to see why. We saw them making quick rotations. You heard Crafty calling it out. Move on to the next fight. Stop looting. Move on to the next fight.
And I think what was key as well was Doc's shot was very on point with the Wingman and the EVA 8. And then I think that's the level of gameplay they have to do to go up against the monster that is Dizzy.
And they got to keep up the tempo. Again, they have to have that same mentality, right? Someone from that team, whether it's Viz, whether it's Crafty, whether it's the Doc, someone has to make that call out after a fight. Keep moving.
Keep moving. Keep them we did see Huskers try to keep up with Dizzy as well. But you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to count out Ninja and King Richard.
No,
again, King Richard is the architect of this whole entire thing. He was able to see the skill set of Dizzy, bring him on board to NRG, help him get the recognition that he deserved, and all of a sudden, bringing on, because King Richard, no doubt, reached out to Ninja and said, hey, Ninja, come with me as well. And they formed that group. And as you see, they are a powerhouse squad here at the Apex Legends, especially here in Code Red today. And we're about to check out Ninja's gameplay very, very shortly.
Yeah, and a quick stat for you. Throughout the 3 matches that Kings Canyon has played today, they are averaging 107 points per match. 107 points per match throughout the entirety of the day. That is absolutely nuts. That means they're averaging about 34-ish, 36-ish in every single game that they play.
And they're not losing. They're getting 8 points every time. I mean, we have seen them come very, very close to getting knocked out of the entire match, but Dizzy comes up with the clutch. I mean, all of a sudden, someone slides right in and be able to just carry the team. But it's right now, it's just, can Dizzy slow down himself? I think that's what it comes down to.
He's played hundreds of games so far.
A million damage.
Yeah, 1 million damage, maining Wraith, using that Peacekeeper along with Wingman combo. That is this man's bread and butter. Take a look at this split. And so the dropship is going right down the middle from north to south. Looks like they're going to wait and drop a little bit further south. So as they rotate up north, they should be catching out a lot of teams that are probably stuck in their ways, stuck looting for a little bit too long, and we've even got the hot zone over at Skulltown. This is going to be nuts.
Again, guys, you have 3 maps to play out here in this grand finals, the losers finals. Doc, if they win, they have to reset the bracket, and they get to keep going again. So Teams Kings Ninja has to lose twice. If not, they're going to go ahead and get the victory and win $12,000. The lion's share of the $20,000 has been up for grabs here at Code Red Apex Legends, and they're going to go ahead and land on Skulltown, which, as you can see, there has mid-tier loot. We've been seeing the squads land a lot here. So these guys are not in the same match. They're all playing their own separate maps, and they all see who can get the most kills in 3 maps. After that, every win is rewarded with an 8-point bonus. So that's what's happening. If you're just tuning in right now, use the hashtag CodeRedLive to talk about this big matchup between actually 2 Titan streamers, again, Doc and Ninja, but not to count out all the other content creators. It looks like Team Richard already is in a fight, and he has an alternator, and Richard actually goes down right there, but then goes Dizzy and Ninja. So this might be an opportunity right now. I mean, this might be a bad shot right now for the squad. Let's see what happens here.
They were able to clean up, though, and so they're going to get the safe res onto Richie. We'll see if they've got the meds for it. There were syringes along with the Phoenix kit. Ninja actually holding on to 2 right now. You can hand that over to King Richie, but instead he's going to let him heal up slowly here, as he's just keeping an eye out for the other squads. Remember, it is Skulltown. You cannot rest on your laurels. You have to stay vigilant at all times or you get caught off guard. Spots one out. Peacekeeper comes in. Wingman to finish him off. That was over 100 damage. But it's a caustic trap that he runs into. And the devotion to mow him down.
Wait a minute. This is a big moment here, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the opening that Team DrDisrespect with Craft needs right now. On the ropes is King Richard with the scout. They caught in a reload battle, and down goes the lifeline. I mean, we did see the disrespect with Kraft. Dizzy he's really hurt, man. He's on 10 HP in a dream as Ninja is out and he needs his recover banner. But what I'm trying to say, we did see Disrespect with Kraft have this crazy skirmish in Skulltown. As you said so yourself, a lot of things could go bad here really quickly for the team.
Now, the issue is that Ninja actually went down, and he had 2 Phoenix kits on him. One, Dizzy could desperately use right now. He was able to recover the banner. I don't know if he was actually able to recover the meds off it.
No, his banner is still there. Ninja was not recovered.
No, he didn't get the oh, wow, okay. He did not recover the banner. I thought he went in for it.
Yeah, their team is camping Ninja's death box, and so Dizzy and King Richard have to retreat. Team NRG here represented here, the pro organization here represented here in Code Red Apex, and they're going to have to make a big play. I'm taking a look at the other side. There's nothing happening on the DrDisrespect, Vis, and Crafty side. Right now, it's 3-0 heading into this opening match here at the Grand Finals.
Okay, he's got some blue armor, finding some meds, a blue backpack also. But again, they are running out of time. There's about 20 seconds left to try and recover Ninja's banner, and it looks like they're just going to have to give it away. They are so far away now from Skulltown, there's just no time to run back.
No way.
So they're going to have to fight a lot of these, the next few battles, 2v3s, maybe even 2v6s if they go up against 2 squads.
Yeah.
That's going to put them at a real big detriment.
I mean, some people feel like Dizzy's like a 2-man right there. So I mean, we'll see what happens, how it all goes down. But there is it. Unable to recover Ninja's banner. Respawn has been timed out. In Apex Legends, you only have a short opportunity window to get your teammate's banner, to take it to a respawn beacon, and to bring them back into the fray. And it looks like it's just going to be up to NRG here to keep Kings Canyon up to speed. As you see, Vis recorded their first kill on the other side of the board.
Now, they do stabilize Dizzy and Richie. And if they want, they can make their way back into Skulltown. It looks like they are going to go for retribution. They're going for round number 2.
They have to.
They need to get revenge for Ninja.
I mean, momentum is such a big factor in these Code Red tournaments. We've seen only once the losing final champion able to reset the bracket in the Grand Final, and it just happened in Blackout. So we'll see what happens if it could happen here in Apex Legends. I don't think Kings Canyon will have bad back-to-back games. I mean, one of the biggest factors when it comes to these things is being, waiting in the wings, waiting for the loser's lower bracket to shake out.
Yeah.
And I think these guys have been waiting, but, I think Ninja's going to definitely wake up a little bit. King Richard's going to wake up a little bit more. And, of course, Dizzy's just going to keep going. So, it's not it's definitely a blow, but it's not the end.
Now, Dizzy already starting off, taking out 1 as Richie spots out 1 going up the stairs here. Getting some good damage off. Dizzy will finish off his first knock. Now he spots out the lifeline. This might be the team from earlier who was able to take out
slippery
Ninja.
Lifelines, man. Their hitbox is so slippery, and you can see just dodging those bullets right there. The wingman, yes, you have to be accurate, but as you can see, oh, nice slide. That was a good tag team between Dizzy and Richard right there. Wow.
Headshot with the 90, with the 45. We'll finish that off.
He was able to track that, man. Keeping that headshot high was a very, very clean play from Richard.
Again, we cannot count on anyone. They've even got the knock shield there.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. When you're already down a man, having that knock shield is so clutch to have going into the late game.
It's absolutely. That's almost another life right there. It is, but it does take a while to pop. You have to get into the safe area, but King Richard able to pick up a Spitfire. We have seen King Richard with this heavy ammo kit. This is what he's comfortable with. This is his home base, and that was a good way to go back in there, because knowing that their squad was there, NRG was able to get right back into it and keep Kings Canyon alive. And looking at the other side, it is 4-7. So even despite Ninja going down early, Dizzy and King Richard are keeping up pace.
I think things are about to get spicy, though, as we see the location of the ring. It's forcing all the teams that dropped off earlier. You have to remember, the path of the dropship went from north to south, and so a lot of people just drop off early, right? They go to artillery and stuff like that. So all those people that dropped north, which is probably more than half the server, are going to have to be forced to come on down, which is why they're running as quickly as they can to the north.
Right. It's a lot of ground to cover. I mean, you have people coming in relay. You have all that people as well. It looks like Dizzy on board right here, getting a couple of hits. Nice work right there. He's going to have to quickly pop the shield shell as Richard's going to take over the firepower, and then back comes Dizzy.
And as aggressively as they want to play, they still have to play this smartly, which is why once Dizzy got dropped down to about 120 HP, he backed away to go for the heals instead. The 2 knocks now. They're trying to finish off this Wraith. As soon as she comes out of that queue, she's going to get tagged. Has the portal now. Is trying to run away.
No,
but Dizzy's in quick chase here.
Yeah.
Not able to connect quite yet. The Peacekeeper.
There you go.
There we go. They cleaned it up. And so that's going to be 3 more points put on the board.
Not going to lie, I thought maybe that Wraith could pull a 200 IQ play, but Dizzy did not fall for it. I mean, they basically, you know, Squid Ink popped that rift, hoping that they could have any kind of solace, but it looks like they're getting bombarded with some grenades here. Out comes the smoke from King Richard trying to protect this escape right now, this opportunity, and here comes the battery, but here they go, man. King Richard's under fire right now. Things are collapsing around this team. Can they survive? And they're going to have to disengage. Out comes the Rolling Thunder.
This is what we're talking about. Another team showing up now because they did run up north to catch everyone out. Wow, Dizzy with 3 quick shots takes out Spooky Nick. We'll be able to finish that off for an additional point here. A lot of the teams are rotating in. They are catching out these squads, taking 1v1 battles right now, but soon they're going to be facing off against 2-3 squads at a time.
It's just amazing to see the quick reaction from Dizzy, able to turn a fight in his favor so quickly. You may thinking that he's against the ropes, as you've seen right there, getting the second knock, going to get this squad eliminated, pushing it heavy against his lifeline as Richard is pinching from the other side.
Beautiful crossfire coming out from them. They are really exposing these teams now, making sure that there's no safe angle for them to take. That's going to be more points put on the board. Another squad
action
coming in. This is what we were expecting with this rotate.
Doesn't
a lot
matter.
of teams are coming on in.
Grenade.
Dizzy, he feels it. He knows that he is in the moment where he has to clutch. He's going to shield battery up and get back into this fight. Richie buying some valuable time for him.
Nice knock from King Richard, and Dizzy and Richard are putting on a show here in the grand finals in the opening map. Big plays. Big plays. Everybody's coming down from the north, and they're just being like the Night's Watch and stopping everybody as they're getting close to this wall that's happening right now.
Look at all those bodies, Sandro.
So many death boxes all over the place, and they're going to be feasting right now, all the dead. Big plays. And Ninja is still being active in this match, man. Calling out people of the northeast, being very active, helping out his teammates as much as possible. Even though you're dead, you can still help from the grave.
Again, I mean, that's what we expect, right? There are going to be people coming in from Cascades, towards bridges and such, and so they're making the smart rotations. This is where they need to go. You can't really expect people to be over at Repulsor or Hydro Dam. You keep playing the north side of the map, or the most northern side of the map. They spot one out on the high ground, but instead of trying to chase after the high ground, they see who they're shooting at. 45. It's on to Purple Armor, has broken it. Now down to just health as Dizzy tries to push forward. 90. He connects with a headshot.
Really weak in there. Doesn't have any throwables to get it to finish it off. And he's getting pushed by the Pathfinder, but big mistake, Pathfinder. Out you go. The wingman sending you to the lobby. He's going to push a little bit closer again. Another man just straight on 45. Dizzy. 12 from Dizzy right now with only 13 people left in the lobby. King Richard and Dizzy putting on 17 total. You're looking at the other side, Real Crafty Vis and DrDisrespect. It is, man, 12 to 18 now, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
This is round number 1, by the way, guys. This is just the first matchup.
In the grand finals,
And we have to remember that, Viz Respect the Craft, DrDisrespect, Viz and Crafty, they have to reset the bracket because they're coming from the lower bracket here.
I mean, I don't think that's going to be possible with how sharp and just the movement and the map knowledge and the rotations and the flanks coming from Dizzy is just on point right now. He's on a whole other level. A whole other level when it comes to Apex Legends.
There's 13 kills. There's 12 other players remaining in the lobby.
Man, what a find from NRG to get this guy signed.
And so early on, too. Oh, the headshot.
Oh, my goodness.
Again, good movement there.
Yeah.
As he was going for the reload, he turns around so that the hitbox's marker is just a little bit smaller. Just a little bit smaller there. Very smart movement coming out from him. We have the spray down with that Spitfire, doing some good damage here. Takes a quick fight. Oh, 41. Buying time. They need to get the shields up.
Yeah, they're getting collapsed on right now. I mean, King Richard did a lot of damage to that Pathfinder with the Spitfire, and now he's right back into the fray. Going to use the smoker here. There's 2 teams here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 teams fighting right now, going right into the smoke, and I think Dizzy's going to have that angle on that left side. Yeah, look at this great flank by Dizzy. I'm looking at that kill feed right now to see if Dizzy gets his knock as King Richard's going to pop a syringe. Just get a little bit closer.
Oh, they were able to heal off with that dog. The passive coming in. Double time. They're just trying to secure this kill, it looks like. Just melee him. Never mind. We'll finish him off there. Will Dizzy. No, if they actually got the knock on that or if they're just finished that off.
No, they actually did get the knock. I did see that from Dizzy. Diz got that knock and kill confirmed.
There's another knock.
But it's just people are just keep funneling in, man. They're sitting right on the north side of the border, the entire map, watching people from Bunker, Cascades, all collapsing right in the laps of this team right here, Team Kings Canyon, and you're just seeing the kill feed just being lit up by Dizzy and King Richard, man. Some big damage points from King Richard, and he's gonna go ahead and pop that rift for him to go use. But man, wow. You called it. You saw the dropship path going north to south. This team dropped all the way south and just collected everybody coming from the north.
They all just funneled in, and that's what happens. They came in. The weirdest part was that usually in those situations, you end up getting third-partied, but they played it so smart where they cut off angles where they were only taking a battle up against one squad at a time.
Right.
They didn't put themselves in a vulnerable position to get third-partied. They took the fights also quickly because of the low TTK coming with running something like the Wingman Peacekeeper, Wingman Spitfire.
Yeah, it is 22 to 15 here, ladies and gentlemen. So big lead coming from the Kings Canyon crew, heading a little bit north right here, a little bit south, I'm sorry, and you can hit right next to the marketplace, right south of it.
He's popping a shield battery. He'll be full shields.
And Ninja's calling out. Oh no. Oh no.
Dizzy has to fall back again.
Yeah,
we're talking about playing aggressive, but also
good
playing
disengagement.
smart.
Yeah, knowing that King Richard's not near him right now.
I cracked their bloodhound.
Oh,
90, 90. That's 2 headshots in a row.
Yeah, and King
3
Richard
body
was able to
shots.
clean that up. Man, what a big play right there. It's just
On me, bloodhound.
Bloodhound's
so
going
good.
to try to use the beast of the hunt, but look at this
Look at
movement, man.
him right now,
Look at
Dizzy.
that. The crouch,
Oh,
the headshots, the body shots, the entire body of work.
Yeah.
We're seeing a masterpiece in action right now from Dizzy, putting together a monster round.
Honey bomb.
No, dude, no doubt right now that King Richard, though, is having high damage.
Oh, yeah.
High damage output. You saw the assist that is coming in from King Richard. So, you know, I don't know if Dizzy could do the solo. You said so yourself. He does have the solo record of 33 or
33.
33. So we know that Dizzy has it in them. But right now, King Richard as well is keeping his man up. And as you see, Dizzy hitting the shots. Dizzy going in.
He's got the purple clip. He's got 12 bullets in there. He took 11 shots, and he hit maybe 10 of them.
Yeah, that's some high percentages, man. That's a big chunk of the pie right there, and he does have Skull Piercer on this Wingman. I have not yet seen him pull out his Peacekeeper.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He's got the stopping power with his Peacekeeper, with the help of Richie. Every time he pulls out that Spitfire to get the collateral, the extra damage that they need. It's the final squad here, and now they're on the hunt.
Yeah, they're pushing in right up HB Gut, right up the middle, no fear. Hitting right back to Skull Town right now, where they all started out this whole match. Gibraltar, rip, rip.
Woohoo! 28! We'll see the final tally just shortly as we get the end of match screen coming up.
Let's go.
Wow.
Man, I like what chat's saying. Dude can carry me and nephew to the finals and win. No doubt. Big plays. 38.
30 total.
38 with that.
Plus the 8, yeah.
So we're looking at 38.
Big boy, please.
We're
All right.
jumping right to DrDisrespect, Vis, and Crafty in their first map.
Reading all the team.
I know they can't. They're going to have to need these 8 points.
Doc's got 4 kills, Viz at 6, and Crafty at 8. They're at 20 points right now. They are down by 10. If they can finish off these 2 squads and get the victory, that would put them about 2 points short of Kings Canyon.
That's exactly where you want to be. You want to be in striking distance. I mean, we saw how close. I mean, Dizzy was down to 20%. Richard had no armor, and they were all down to really close in Skull Town. So anything could happen. The thing is, the storyline here, ladies and gentlemen, is can Dizzy's team and Ninja and King Richard fall into that bad luck more than once? I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, above me. 100%.
So close right now.
Yep.
Again, they have the bonus
I'm gonna
point
get above them.
30 to
Right here?
at 38 to 18 here.
We do hear some fire. We see
Knocked
it
one.
on
Beautiful.
the screen as Viz takes out Woody.
Knock out the one.
That's
Lovely.
2, so there's going to be 3.
Can I
There's
find her
11
here?
points opportunity right here.
This is the final squad. 1 player remaining here for them. Go ahead and secure that point, Doc. There we go. They finish it off.
There you go.
All right, we'll see what's the score here once we check out the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the opening map here at the Grand Finals of Co-Red Apex Legends. It is the Grand Finals. Kings Canyon coming from the winner side, DrDisrespect team coming from the lower bracket, the loser side. They have the responsibility of resetting the bracket, and that is 29. So
29. So yeah, they're down by 9 points now. But that, of course, you know, that kind of lead isn't actually massive in this game.
No, I mean they already made one comeback against team Reed's money team, so they were able to make the comeback there when they were down by a lot, and we were giving the commentary, we were putting the flowers in the grave, we're putting dirt all over it, and we were saying our prayers for Doc's team, but they're still in it, so there's plenty of opportunity here. Again, we just need the RNG to not favor Kings Canyon if they want to make that comeback.
So two things worked out for them, right, in the first game for Kings Canyon. First, they survived that fray in Skulltown,
Town,
where they almost died, where they almost wiped in Skulltown. They survived that, and then surviving upon that, they got just the perfect circle and perfect rotation, like perfect pathing for all the squads to come in to get such a high kill game.
Right.
But here, it was a little bit more centralized, where it didn't work out quite the same way for the Doc and his squad.
Right.
So
yeah, man, that you said so yourself, that perfect dropship, and then they're just holding the line. And they had a lot of opportunities to go down in there. I mean, we did see, I forget, what team was it, Tempo and High Distortion go down in that same section they went down when they were trying to get that wanted going for the res. So we've seen that section that having a lot of high traffic, and we've seen teams fall, but Dizzy and King Richard were able to stay up, and they were able to slay out. And we saw every single time that Dizzy was knocked on his heels, he was just turning around and then 2-3 tap that person and knock them down. So, a lot of high quality, like high octane gameplay coming out here at Code Red Apex Legends. So, man, what we're going to see in the second map, I mean, we have to see more. I think it's interesting how both Doc and Ninja's team are dropping at Skulltown.
Again, it is a high traffic area. It's very great loot, and if you want to get out of there quickly, you can. But you can also find a lot of fights and a lot of good rotations. You can find people that do go over to the Thunderdome, or you can find people just off to the east. And again, making that quick rotation to the north or to the south. It's a very heavily populated area, and especially because I believe King Richie, Ninja, and Dizzy. That was the high loot drop, right?
Yeah, I think where the blue circle was.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah. I mean, we couldn't see at that same time, but I mean, we did see Doc turn it up. I mean, he did turn it up with Vis and Crafty, and they were. I just think that it's really hard for them to be that consistent in terms of bringing that high octane gameplay.
Yeah.
And it's really easy for Dizzy, and that's what I think. If they could get to that moment of getting that, and of course, what you were just seeing is Vis was restarting his game, so we're gonna wait for all that to shake out before getting into the second map. But what I want to talk about as well is all these content creators, you see them in the bracket. If you go to boom.tv/CodeRed, drop them a follow, give them a sub, and things of that sort. But if you're sitting on your couch and you're sitting there and you're thinking that you could be a part of these future tournaments, you totally can. Here at the Esports Arena, there's league play all over, different Walmart locations all over the place. You should definitely get involved in that, so you could probably qualify and one day maybe compete here at Code Red.
Yeah, we do all sorts of games, right? We do Smash, we do League of Legends, almost every game you can think of. We have some sort of tournament for Apex Legends.
Yeah, go to the Esports Arena website for all this information. Of course, we're here at Boom TV for the bracket as well. We're about to jump right into the next match here of the Grand Finals, Map 2. On board with DrDisrespect, Crafty, and Vis. It is, look at that total, man.
29-44. Wow, okay.
Okay. I mean, of course, they're in their second match, too, so they're adding more to their total. I mean, we're in the second match of both things, and we have, this squad's in the hole right now. We've seen him once. I mean, Doc is in his portal. He's going to hopefully try to reach into that dimensional rift and maybe pull out some miracle here, because they're going to definitely need it. They're going to need a pub hero on the other side of the board to keep it up.
Quick rotation now as they make their way into market. I hear some gunfire, and so this is going to get very dicey very shortly. They make their entrance in from the outside over, not by the front doors, but here we go, from the side now, spotting out one early on. That Peacekeeper getting some good damage in.
Yeah, and here in the market, early knock. Doc having 2 shotguns. That's what the way it happens for him. That's the way it crumbled, and he got some nice action right there. As you said so yourself, sometimes a Peacekeeper could do 8, could do 100. It's entirely what happens onto your aim right there. Looks like they have some fighter hit. Things can go south really quickly here in the marketplace, though. You have to be very careful.
I like that. As he makes the cross the other side, he uses his Q. As he comes out, he gets spotted out by a separate Wraith. Oh, that was so close. Take a look. Doc was basically in one-shot territory. We'll be able to get the knock and buy some time as he rotates to get the heals off. Sees a Bangalore right in front of him, but it's going to be Crafty that takes out one in the middle of this room here. Got the P2020, or excuse me, the RE45 along with the Peacekeeper here. We'll finish that off for another point on the board.
So not a lot of good loot here. They dropped here and they just have shotguns and pistols, it feels like. So they're going to hopefully have to use these close quarter actions here at the marketplace. There is a lifeline sitting in that corner with blue armor. I mean, Crafty and Vis are basically really low. Doc is finally able to heal up there, but it looks like Vis was able to clean that up. So they're going to keep going. And again, we were noticing in that one big major comeback, they just kept going. They kept the pedal to the metal. Right now, they're I think because they're they don't have great loot, they don't have great weapons.
Yeah.
They have to slow down a little bit, but the good thing is they're not racing directly against King, Ninja, and Dizzy. They have to be sure that they're racing against this lobby. This lobby has to stay alive as long as possible for them to hunt them down.
And that's why they're going for like a really low maintenance setup, right? The Wingman, the Peacekeeper, both of those guns only take 3 attachments total.
Right.
And so you're not like searching through every little bit of loot to try and get a better stabilizer, get a better extended mag, get a better
or get a hop up,
Exactly. It's very low maintenance, so you're able to keep up with a very fast pace. You only need 1 stack of ammo each, right? And so they're able to stay on the move and really just look for heals and better armor. That's all they're prioritizing, and not having to make these decisions in the middle of their pushes. Now they're going to go ahead and push forward with that Bloodhound ultimate as Crafty thinks he's spotted one out. Doesn't see any tracks yet, doesn't spot anyone in red quite yet, but he knows that someone's near him.
Did they separate? I believe they did, unless one's just really way behind. I think Doc could either be way behind, but I mean, if that is the case, this is the first time I've seen them separate. I mean,
this is right behind Crafty right now. I don't know where the Doc is, though. Looks like he might be off by himself.
There are some death boxes in this area. Yeah, Doc is heading to Skull Town. I think this is the play you got to go for it, man. Go for broke. If you know that you're in the hole a lot, maybe you got to mix up your strategy. I haven't seen Doc solo squad this game, so it's gonna be or solo trio this game, so it's gonna be very interesting how that all shakes out, man. It's gonna be an interesting development here that's happening right now in the grand finals.
Crafty, as he was pushing through factory there, he actually got tagged. Has to be careful. We'll be able to shield back on up. It's Viz here on the high ground, keeping sight for his team. Spotted one out. Looks like they backed away. Gonna reset this fight, as now Viz has to check every corner, making his way through the factory.
And now Crafty and Vis are in trouble. Crafty especially.
Knocked one.
No armor, but a nice knock by Vis. He's getting pushed right now. Crafty has to be trouble. Be very careful here. He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's trying his best to kite an AD with that little bit of wall there.
Yeah.
Now he might have some time. Just a little bit of breathing room to heal up. He's got the syringe going off. And
nice, dude.
Wow, just to have the syringe, it's slow goings for you.
It's one of the slowest healing items in Battle Royale, I feel like, for as much as it heals. So
it's excruciatingly slow.
Yeah.
But he goes for the high ground push to connect.
Nice Peacekeeper jump shot right there from Crafty, and Vis and Crafty are all fighting around this little house right here. See if they just keep it going. I'm still looking in the kill feed. Doc is still up.
What'll happen?
Oh, Viz is getting shot up. He has to be careful. He's at 1 HP.
Doc's actually here and joined the fray, so Doc's going to help out, realizing that his teammate does need the help. Doc goes in and gets a nice finish with that Peacekeeper. Doc showed up here very quickly. I mean, he was way at Skull Town.
He was at Skull Town, so he had to have taken a balloon and jumped on over.
Right, I think once he saw, Crafty was without any armor down to 30 HP, he realized how valuable it was, because being the only team member, that would have been a huge thing for him to deal with, a huge obstacle to deal with, but shows up right in time and help out his teammate right now. And we're taking a look on the other side. It looks like it's going to be 45 from Kings Canyon right now. And man, as time goes by, I just don't see it. I've noticed this right as the tournament was going, especially in the winners finals. We just saw how just strong of a performance that Dizzy could put up, and it kind of reminds me of the Golden State Warriors, man.
Yeah.
And Steph Curry all of a sudden just raining down threes, and you're thinking, yo, man, hey, we're only down by 5, and then all of a sudden Steph hits a couple of threes, and before you know it, you're down by 20, 15, and that point is just like, especially with
runaway train that you
it's
can
a
do
runaway
nothing
train,
about.
right? You're just
at
chasing
least in basketball, you can try and play D, but because we're doing this pub stomp format, you
can't
have
do
no
anything.
control of it whatsoever.
Right, no control
So it is
whatsoever.
a complete runaway train. That is what Dizzy is. He doesn't stop for anything. He keeps pressing W. He finds the headshots. He finds the wingman shots. And now, as they jump up, they're going to go ahead and use the balloon. And they spot out one here on the upper high ground.
Yeah. It's going to be an easy pinch right here.
Finish one.
I just want to see, a lot of teams like to get right in people's faces. Sometimes it's just staying back, get in that nice angle. They're going to go ahead and hunt.
Yeah, he's ziplined down.
Yeah, he's going to get some
that
nice shots
passive
right here.
really useful.
It's
coming up
really
from
great.
Crafty.
I always hate when I see a Bloodhound. I'm like, uh-oh, they're going to be able to track me as I'm trying to get away from it, even if I have a Bangalore. Yep.
Just caught out in the middle of nowhere.
Come on, baby. There you go. Sometimes you got to, get a little bit messy with your potatoes and make some mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice knock from Real Crafty, but I mean, I just know as a streamer, as a content creator, you're just looking at the chat, you take a glance over, and you see that, yeah, the other team's up by a lot. And you're just like, oh, I mean, that's why I hope one day, that's pretty awkward. They're running the same thing. I just hope one day that they have when we get to the point of custom lobbies, because then that is where we're going to see some of the big things. But in the meantime, I do not mind seeing these guys compete against the pub lobbies, pub stomping, things of that sort. We're still seeing some high octane gameplay. Dizzy has some nice highlight plays that you could find on the Boom TV Twitter feed as well. So you should definitely check that out at Go Boom TV.
He started off the day with a collateral, with the Kraber, 2-for-1 special coming out with that sniper.
Definitely made some magic here, man. Made some magic, and we appreciate you guys being here at twitch.tv/esportsarena in the chat, seeing all the action unfold. 8 squads left, but I just think right now I mean, I feel like I've said this before because we counted out the doc, but I just don't see enough. There's not enough matches, not enough maps for them to make a catch-up because I don't think the baller of a player from Dizzy is gonna lose steam at any point right now.
Again, they were so fortunate in game number 1 where they pushed north and caught about 5 teams rotating. Able to take out, fight 2v3s in every single fight and come out the victors in it, and then continue the rotation up to the northeast that time around and finding more squads. And basically, they ran into everyone in the server that was remaining. It was very fortunate in that regard.
Right. And their skill was able to survive. And we're seeing that the skill ceiling is allowing very skillful players to survive situations that they shouldn't. So Crafty's going to pop the Beast of Hunt just to give him a little bit speed boost and try to help out Doc. Doc does get another knock in the kill feed. So here comes Crafty throwing out some frags and trying to clean up any of those knocks on board here with Doc. Doc getting a couple of hits right here. There you go.
Let's go to Vista. Nice.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think the more they play with this high octane more comfortably, I think they're gonna be more consistent. Because we've seen them drop, a little bit of medium range games, and then they drop that monster combat game, and we know it's in Doc's team.
Again, if we look at the spread of the kills across this entire tournament, every single member from DrDisrespect the Craft have done their fair share of carrying. It's been an equal output coming out from all of them so far as we see Viz going down. But Doc is there to cover him. Core TV will get taken out as Doc gets tagged just a bit. Will use his Q to disengage and reset this fight for now.
Yeah, he gets that Void Walk just to get a little bit of the higher ground. Maybe could have just sat there and popped, but I think this may be a bad situation for Doc's team as they're going to get pinched right now. Doc with no armor is going to try to run through the fray.
He's getting flanked
now.
now.
A knock.
Gets it, but he's down to about 10 HP. He's either going to have to go for the res or go for the heal here. He doesn't have much time left on the smoke, and he gets taken out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That is tough.
What's happening. I might be having like some temperature issues.
That is tough, man. I think right there that they may have put the icing on the cake right there. They may
13 kills total for them. That's 13 points only here in the second round.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to jump into the other side of the coin here, Kings Canyon squad. And at this point, I think it might be a big GG, man. A big GG. And, last time I put the Doc's team early in the grave a little bit preemptively, but no doubt right now.
If they get this W in this win, that's going to be 16 points secured, or at least a 16-point lead off of just wins alone.
Yep.
And so that is a differential that is hard to overcome by kills alone.
Yeah, and I really want anyone that's watching right now, just go and please support these content creators. I mean, Dizzy's coming up on the scene. Drop him a follow, man. Let him know on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. Hit him with the hashtag CodeRedLive and let him know that you've been enjoying his play. This guy's been grinding. This guy came out of nowhere. A million damage, 5,000 kills. Over the first person ever to hit a level 100 in Apex Legends. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That is the grind, and what an unbelievable performance he's had today.
Dropped the 15 bomb in this game alone. Ninja sitting at 6, Richie at 3. These are some great numbers coming out from that. That's 24 between this split, and there's only one team remaining. They're all on the hunt for this final squad.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see where the competitive scene is going to go with Apex Legends. You know, is it going to transition into more of a custom server matches, or is it going to transition to LAN? You know, there's so many opportunities here, and we are seeing that the high level of play, we are seeing how strongly a skilled player could go out into the public lobbies and put on a show. But what happens, my question is, the storyline going forward is, what happens when we put highly skilled players in the same lobby?
Nice. Good job.
That is going to be the dub coming in round number 2. Now this lead growing so much more.
Melted by that one squad, man.
They have not lost today, Jamerson.
They haven't.
They have not lost a single match today in Code Red Apex Legends. Every single time they've been just turning it up and just being dangerous. Again, another 2,000 damage done. I mean, we did see the synergy of, you know, of Ninja and King Richard in Fortnite. They made a lot of records together, playing that game together, duo squatting, duos, all these kinds of things early on. And now we're seeing that synergy combined with this insane turbo boost from Dizzy.
Yeah.
Making money. Period.
Now we're going to see the select screen for round number 3. They want to close this out. This is Kings Canyon trying to defend their title from Twitch rivals just earlier this week.
I mean, I'm excited to see where Dizzy's career goes. And again, I think,
That's
that's the big direction, right?
He is on the jump. He's on the jump balloon right now.
Right.
In trajectory, you know.
Right. It's just very, very awesome to see. I mean, I seen you guys are giving the cheers. That's what's up. That's what it's all about. And I just really think that, you know, with this squad, you know, with the knowledge that Ninja has, with King Richard, you know, guiding Dizzy through the pro scene at NRG, I think it's going to be a very, very great, if they stick together as a team. I mean, at the same time, to be honest with you, and I know a lot of people get caught up with content creators that they see on Twitch, but there's probably people that no one knows about out there, making names, slaying it out, you know, doing some big things, but they're just not interested in, you know, making content, or they don't have the necessary means to make content, you know. And I know people in the chat may hate on it, but it may be people out there on the console side of things doing some big plays. So, you know, there's so many players out there. And so if you know a player that's good, that doesn't get any kind of love, tell your friends about that. That's the only really good way that people do grow on these platforms, on Mixer, on YouTube Gaming, on Twitch. It's you guys, the viewers, the people in the chat, have the ability to help these guys get their name out there, share their tweets, share their Instagrams.
A $1 dono is great, but a retweet says so much more.
A retweet says a lot more, man. Just for sure. So, you know, just to put that out there for you guys, of course, you could get all the links here at boom.tv/CodeRed. Drop them a follow, you know, drop them a follows on the Twitters and whatnot. I am Sancho West. This is Jet Set Jamerson. We've been your casters all day breaking down the action. And right now, I think at this point, it's mathematically, I don't think it's mathematically possible to make a comeback.
It's the third and final map. At this point, the Doc and his squad, Viz and Crafty, they have to break the squad kills record. They have to break the squad's kill record, essentially, to try and win this out.
I think the lobby has to line up all one by one with no weapons, and they have to kill 50 people to get the job done. But as we see, you know, looking at the screen, we do have some action here from Dizzy, getting some couple shots in. Here on board with Doc, though.
Yeah, they're going for that western bunker drop once again on the other side for Doc. And so they're trying to go for these quick rotates. But I like how, you know, Kings Canyon here, they're not letting go of the gas at all.
No.
They're going for a hot drop. They're going for Skull Town. They know this is going to be populated and they could die, but they're going to risk everything.
Yeah.
Turn left. Oh, on me.
Spot out one.
See what's happening right now.
Lifeline.
We've been
Trying to
seeing
run away.
a lot of clutches from Dizzy. I mean, he has had so many times where he's taken beacons over all the way to get the res, all those kinds of awesome plays from Dizzy. So, you know, there's no doubt. I mean, Dizzy's an up-and-coming player. I mean, he is making a big splash on the scene, and it's phenomenal to watch, and more importantly, it's phenomenal to cast. So, I mean, it's really cool to see all that happen right now unfold.
Yeah, just the other night, I was up for about 3-4 hours past my bedtime watching Dizzy because his Wraith plays are so good, and just his wingman accuracy is absolutely insane, which is why we've been seeing him running that wingman almost all tournament long.
Right.
The majority of that 1 million damage coming from it.
Right, and it's not about, not only the accuracy is going to pay, but his pacing of shooting the weapon is so good. I mean, sometimes you fire it too quickly, the shot just whizzes right past the shoulder or something like that, but he's on point. I always said, you know, in any kind of game, if you want to get better with a certain kind of weapon, get the rhythm of the gun down, you know, understand the cadence of it, so that way you know what you can do that maximum output, that high DPS, and I think, you know, no doubt he's figured it out, and that you've seen it right now. You're going to get the job done.
All right, we do have the call. Looks like they are making the rotate over to the next zone. They might have heard somebody because there's a lot of urgency in this push now. But again, the action has slowed down. This time, the zone not favoring them the same way it did in game number 1.
Right.
Where they were able to catch out everyone. Now they're going to really have to hunt for these kills instead of allowing the kills come to them.
Yep, I think they 100% they went there.
Pushing in market, they hear a lot of fire here. Sometimes the sound in this game can confuse you a little bit just because of how it's affected by the cannons, by the geography of the map. But they're going to push through this circle here. And it's going to be Dizzy to take point, of course, with that Wraith. A lot of fire. They just can't find anyone right now.
And you know what? I really believe, you know, their names in the lobby does put fear in other people. I mean, knowing that you're going to go up against these top slayers and knowing that you have, you know, Dizzy on the ropes and you just could not get the job, you know, cannot complete it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough ask sometimes, you know. Knowing that you're going to go up against one of the top slayers, knowing you're going up against someone who could instantly end you quickly with the quick turn with the wingman, and you know, no doubt that's what's really cool about the champion banners throughout the entire map.
I love it.
It lets you know, like, hey, we're here, and you're gonna have to take us out if you want to win this game.
Richie's gone down, and it looks like a third squad is coming in. Dizzy, though, is going to try and cover this resurrection.
It's a very interesting skin that Ninja has.
Oh, I love these skins, by the way. I love a lot of the epic skins, the purple skins, because they've got the the movement to them.
Right. My favorite though is the Bloodhound's the Plague skin. It just looks really cool.
Oh, the Plague Doctor, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Nice push from bang, bang from Ninja.
That was some nice movement there coming out from Ninja as they pick up another 3 kills, taking out that squad.
Yeah,
maintaining this lead up against DrDisrespect, Viz, and Crafty.
Yeah, I mean, Dizzy with 40 frags, and this is barely the start of round 3. I agree with chat there. Man, it's just really something great to see.
Again,
considering there's only 60-man lobbies too.
Yeah. And we have to remember, we have to state that every single match, every 3-map match, Kings Canyon has averaged 107.3 points in every single match.
Wow.
And they are more than keeping up pace here.
I can't imagine their damage output. It's probably insane.
I mean, you don't get 1 million damage, for nothing.
Right.
For nothing at this point.
Right. This is going to be a very interesting tight corridor fight right there. There is a stair going down into the rest of the dam here, so let's see how they approach this situation. Of course, it's just going to be headstrong.
It's a caustic slowing them down. It doesn't matter that, your vision's a little bit distorted there. You still shoot
I
straight.
wonder if Ninja Skin blends in with that toxic gas.
That's some next level stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked at it. I was like, man, I could barely see Ninja's hands in that.
Ooh, Ninja. He actually pushed his way into the middle of 3 entire squad, survived that as Dizzy comes in with the help of King Richie and cleans that up. Another squad kill. They're just getting all the favorable engagements now. Everywhere they go, they're finding a squad to fight.
Another guy.
Oh, Ninja's in trouble now. Ninja does see if someone has a King Richard's just out and about.
King Richie's all by himself, actually, by the way. He's over by the South Watchtower now.
It's like you cut to him, and there's like birds and bees going. He's got some happy music, and you come over here, and it's just chaos.
He's over at Bridges. They're over at Hydro Town.
Yeah.
And Richie's like, got the biggest smile on his face,
I did see that. The big smile from Richard. Like, yeah,
No worries, mate.
No worries. Hey, I got money in the bag. It's all good. No worries about that. I'm not nervous at all. But yeah, it's again great push. I like to land here in Hydro Dam. There's some lights, interesting opportunities for angles and things of that sort. But
especially if you have a Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dizzy with the gold armor. Yeah. Good luck trying to kill that dude.
Oof.
Good luck.
Get gold armor on him and the gold helmet, or not the gold helmet, the gold backpack. If Dizzy gets a hold of a gold backpack, that's when he can actually go Super Saiyan and 3v1 any squad.
We're getting word that Doc is popping off, but I mean, That's just something, again, you know, being more consistent, you know, getting more of that action in there. I no doubt that Doc is doing some good work with the wingman and the, you know, the EVA 8. I think that's what Doc's home.
Dizzy's down.
This is the first time I've seen Dizzy down.
He's down, and he is in the valley, and they see him on the kill feed. They go for the instant thirst there.
Wow.
The Bangalore will finish him off.
So
Luckily for them, though, because they're at Hydronem, they've got
two below on my mark.
they've got a very close respawn beacon.
Yep.
So if they can recover it, they can still get him back into this game and get him back to his loots.
That's the one up.
But it's interesting. It kind of reminds me of that scene in Rocky 4 where Drago gets cut by Rocky. He could bleed. Dizzy could go down and get knocked out there. That's, man, what a great show from
Ninja.
Dizzy right there. Dizzy, Ninja down to about 30% here.
They're underneath.
Got tagged up. All right, Richie's gonna go ahead and recover that beacon for them. As it looks like, it's a lifeline. Yeah, it's gonna be a full three-man squad. Ninja, he's gotta be careful with this angle. Take the time to heal.
Off the bank, Tim Duncan style. I like it.
And he's actually getting naded himself. It's the ultimate coming out from the Bangalore here. Will back away.
I had to give a shout out to Timmy D. I think the Rock blocked all that, and it's King Richard is just right now going in hot. Oh, when he goes down, it's all up to Ninja, and then he's gonna get pushed right now.
And Ninja, he has canceled his heals so many times now. We'll finally get the med kit off, but he has to back away as Richie will bleed out here. Ninja just hiding back, but he's got an entire squad behind him. Now he does have the beacon of Dizzy at least.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's getting shot up. The stairs blocking some of that for him.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Now, if he makes it out of here,
Another bank.
he might be able to survive here.
There's all those zip lines that he used previously are now helping him. So
I don't even know. Somebody just can't.
This
Big
might be a
plays.
good juke. This might be a good juke. Take a look at the movement with that Q also. Now, he does have a closer respawn beacon, but instead he goes for the further one because he has all this cover along the way to get there. Now, the easier play, of course, the more obvious play would be go for the closer respawn beacon. But, of course, 200 IQ coming out from Ninja, he selects the correct one.
yeah, he's gonna resurrect Dizzy. So I mean, I think he's gonna be just fine, no doubt.
Dropping the Peacekeeper also.
So that's the good thing about the Pathfinder, as you saw right there. He had 2 zip lines able to get him quickly to over there.
Now, he's got 30 seconds. I don't know if he has time to actually go back for Richie. So Richie's going to have to watch lane wait. Oh, looks like they are capping the body. There was one on the right.
Do you have anything for me or no?
Not that I see, dude. Blue helmet and blue armor?
Really?
I wonder let's see what can Dizzy do with anything but the wingman.
Okay, never mind. That was Dizzy that I saw on the map.
Yeah, that was Dizzy.
No, we're good.
That was a good push from Ninja. I mean, that was a good clutch. Be able to disengage, use the zip lines effectively, but man, that team was pushing up those stairs. I think what ended up happening is that the ultimate from the the Bangalore kind of slowed down that squad because they had to go through that. They were trying to clean up Ninja there.
Right here. All these boxes.
There is a wingman there. I would like to see a ping right there for him.
People looting it.
Oh, Dizzy making the call. He doesn't quite have the equipment necessary to go for this
nice
fight.
zip line from Ninja though. Ninja's gonna fly right over this entire engagement.
They're in cave trying to shoot.
They're in the cave right now. It was Dizzy that was trying to take
Dizzy
this.
said not trying to shoot, but Ninja's gonna go ahead and open up the engagement right now.
He brought that Wraith down low. Getting some good tags off with this Hemlock. I want to see him swap off to that tap. It's actually 2 teams fighting over here.
Yeah, this might be a bad engagement from Ninja. His teammate asked him not to engage, but Ninja's already putting in some work right now, getting one down, but Ninja's gonna get some hits.
There we go. Knockdown 2.
Yeah, barely able to scrape on by with that double knock right now. Now Dizzy's joining the fray.
Dizzy taking this close range. He knows he's one shot. We'll go for the hunt, and that's going to be the completion. They take out 3 more. But there's a call for another squad. They have to loot carefully and quickly and get healed back up.
5 squads left, including this one, so we have about 11 players in the lobby because King Richard respawns timed out.
This is the original team chasing.
I gotta keep running, bro. I gotta keep running.
Oh, they have to back away. Ninja gets tagged.
That's
His
pretty.
Q's going to come up soon, so he can make some distance between them.
It's almost a bad thing to do in this game when you turn around on board with Dizzy here using that Void Walk.
Oh,
unable to get away. I mean, I've just seen so many times that as soon as you put your back towards your opponent, you're just going to get smacked, and Dizzy calls out to Ninja. There's a whole team here, so Ninja does have a Phoenix kit. That's going to be a clutch.
One's knocked. They're fighting.
Oh, they are fighting. Another team coming in for the third party here. This creates a window for Ninja to try and get back into this.
Only one team's gonna.
Oh, it's actually going to be even exchanges going across this so far. They are trading back and forth. one person got finished off, and so there is a chance Ninja could come in third party this fight and actually come out the victor because he is probably the healthiest in this fight.
That Phoenix was able to be a big find from Ninja. Does have the Hemlock with the burst. Now just shatters that armor, but he gets melted.
The Spitfire doing so much damage.
So much damage, and Ninja's gonna double WQ right into the fray again. Looking for the angle. Oh,
misses that next shot, and there you go. Peacekeeper
they got,
giveth and Peacekeeper taketh. Your aim needs to be on with it.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the balance in this game. You either have like a 110 or you have a 10.
How many kills did we just get? 19?
But yeah, that
You're
is
right,
the
you're
end
right,
of the
you're
third
right.
round. As we tally this up, we will get final confirmation of what the score is. But hey, that's one less W that the Doc and DrDisrespect have to worry about.
Yeah, that was at least one. I mean, I think Doc is still, rocking it and still going on the other side of things. Of course, we'll see how it all shakes out as the bracket comes forward. But I think what we've seen, what ended up happening, the bad luck, having that match go down early. I mean, Doc did put on a big, valiant effort to bring everything back. But Dizzy, as you saw how valuable Dizzy is to Kings Canyon. I mean, he was, in just hearing his call-outs beyond just his actual gunplay, you get to hear like how intelligent he is of when to engage, when to disengage, and when he came back from the respawn from Ninja and how all those things shake out. So we got some replays here, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand finals. Let's go ahead and check that out. And I mean, that is a big thing right there. I mean, I know that the action kind of ramped up with the grand finals, but we did see that there was a tall order for Doc to overcome, and it just was not enough. And I think right here, Team Kings Canyon is the champion here for Code Red Apex Legends, winning the lion's share of $20,000.
We're seeing a lot of repeat, right? Basically what we saw during Twitch Rivals. I mean, we only had one balance patch and really only two major changes coming out to the Arc Star and along with the duration of Bloodhound's ultimate. So not huge game-changing things, so not much has changed. Wingman is still strong. Wingman Peacekeeper is also very strong. And of course, running a squad like Wraith, Bloodhound, and Bangalore is going to be the more favorable composition so far within Apex Legends. And that did repeat itself throughout our tournament so far.
I mean, there's literally no math to be able to bring that back. Mathematically, it was just impossible for Doc's team to make a comeback. I mean, Kings Canyon had 92 points, and, the team of DrDisrespect, the Craft, had 56 points, and they did their best. I mean, Doc turned it up at the end, but, the earlier two maps was just not enough, and I just think the monster back-to-back maps of 22 and 17 from Dizzy was the big factor. So, man, that was incredible. Incredible matchup routine here. And again, I really enjoy Apex Legends, especially Code Red. This tournament format style, Jamerson, we were able to see so much action happen like immediately, back to back. And man, what a shout out to the production team for bringing everything up to speed as much as possible, Jamerson.
Honestly, it's a fantastic platform to really show off, some of the newer talent. Sure, we do have these big names in content creators and streamers, but we've also got like their thirds that they pick up. So we're very fortunate to see another display coming out from, of course, Dizzy, but you gotta give it out to other players. You gotta give it out to Huskers, who had a really amazing performance throughout the day also, and just everyone else that has been competing all day long. We had 8 teams show up, and they all put out just a great effort in this tournament. It's the second tournament so far, the second major tournament of Apex Legends, and it's not the last. There's gonna be plenty more in the future.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty more in the future, no doubt. Use the hashtag CodeRedLive. Again, congratulations to Kings Canyon, made up of Ninja, King Richard, and Dizzy. Of course, King Richard and Dizzy from the pro team, NRG, coming out and just annihilating the competition when it came to this. I mean, DrDisrespect and Crafty had, like I said, a strong effort. I think they're more of a good, solid team together. They do have moments that they could turn up the action. They could turn up that high octane, that VSM, that violent speed and momentum. But we said so early in the broadcast, the runaway train of, Dizzy was just too fast to catch up to.
Yeah.
I mean, the wingman accuracy was just insane.
And so that's going to be it for us here at Code Red. I mean, it was an amazing day, full of action. We started at around 1 o'clock. We made it all the way through.
Yep.
Every single round was 3 games each,
That's
even in
good.
the lower bracket. That was fantastic. And honestly, I think that's what we did need because hell, it took a while for some people to wake up, and when they did, they had a major performance. Doc dropping an 11 bomb in his final game of the night also. So I'm glad that we are running the format like this.
Right, and a couple more like housekeeping things. If you guys want to sub to the esports arena, there's cool sub emotes and things like that for regions in terms of Colorado, things like that, for all the different places out in the Walmart and whatnot. And there is a lot of league play, so go to esportsarena.com to check that out. More importantly, we're going to have some Fortnite action. There's going to be about a 10-minute turnaround. If you guys want to see some high action in terms of different Battle Royale, if you're a big Fortnite fan, just stick it right here to the channel. About 10 minutes, they'll come right back and bring you some more Fortnite action. My name is Sancho West. This is Jet Set Jamerson. It has been an honor to call the first ever Code Red Apex tournament here at Apex Legends. We'll see you guys on the other side, and as always, peace. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for tuning in.